Assalamu alaikum guys. So in today's lecture, we are going to do our new topic, which is going to be modes. Okay. So this is the first part of this topic, modes. So in today's lecture, we are going to study relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass, and how to calculate MR of some of the compounds. Okay. And we also study that what is basically a mole. Okay. So let's start from the relative atomic mass. So, what is a relative atomic mass? So, basically, it is the mass of an atom in comparison with the carbon 12 atom. Okay, mass of an atom. Wait, let me lower this. Yes. So basically, it's a mass of an atom. Okay, of an atom. Uh, in comparison with the carbon 12 atom. Okay, in comparison with carbon 12 atom. Okay, so this is the definition of relative atomic mass. So what's the relative molecular mass? So relative molecular mass. Wait, let me. Okay, so relative molecular mass. Okay, okay. This is the atomic mass. Relative atomic mass. This is relative molecular mass. So what is relative molecular mass? It is the sum of AR. Okay, means the atomic mass. Its symbol is AR. Okay, so sum of AR of all atoms of elements in compound. Okay, AR of all atoms atoms. Okay, so it's the sum of all atoms of elements, sum of all AR of all atoms. Okay, in a compound. A compound. So this is known as molecular mass. So until now we have covered that what is relative atomic mass. Okay, and what is the relative molecular mass. So basically relative atomic mass is the basically it's the atomic number. Okay, means the nucleon number, or you may say the okay, so means the nucleon number, atomic mass, or something like this. Okay, and we have covered that what is the relative molecular mass is the sum of atomic mass of all atoms of all of all atoms of elements in a compound. Okay, so that is known MR. Now let's cover how to calculate MR of compounds. So, or how to calculate MR of a compound. So here is a compound which is H2SO4. Okay. So basically, how do we calculate it? We calculate it by taking the AR. Okay, AR. So what's the AR of hydrogen? H1. And here the power is 2. So we multiply 1 by 2 plus S. It's it's H2, and here it's 1. Okay. Right here it's true because it isn't written anything, because S2 S with S, no power is no number is there, hence we'll write 1, and we will multiply 32 by 1, and with it we will add O. So O's AR is basically 16. Okay, means the oxygen AR is 16, and here the number is 4, so we multiply 16 by 4, and its answer will be 98. So basically the MR of H2SO4 is 98. Okay, so this is how we calculate the MR of compounds. So now let's take water. So as we know that hydrogen's AR is 1, we multiply it by 2 because the number is 2, as shown here. 2 bracket 1 plus 16 because oxygen's AR is 16. means atomic mass is 16. So then we will add these, and the answer will be 18. Okay. Now let's take calcium chloride. So calcium chloride, as we know that calcium's AR is 40 and chloride AR is 35.5. So first we'll multiply 40. Okay. First we multiply 40 by 1. Then we multiply 35.5 by 2. As you can see, the 2 is written here. Okay. So then the answer will be, let's do it in the calculator. Wait, let me see the answer in the calculator. It will be 111. Okay. So this is the MR of calcium chloride. Now let's do the MR of calcium hydroxide. Okay. Let's do calcium hydroxide. So what can be the MR of this? So as we know, calcium MR is 40 and there is no power, hence we will multiply it by 1. Okay. Then here is oxygen. Oxygen is has 2. So hence we multiply 6 by 2. Okay. And there is hydrogen, which also will multiply by 2. Okay. As hydrogen's AR is 1. Okay. Oxygen AR is 16 and calcium's AR is 40. Now let's put it in the calculator and let's see. Okay, so the answer is 74. Okay, so this is the MR of calcium hydroxide. Let's do another question. We may take, let's take aluminum chloride. Okay, aluminum chloride. So in this, as we can, as we know that aluminum's AR is 27 and chloride AR is 35.5. Okay, with it's 3, so hence 35.5 will be multiplied by 3, and if it has no means it will be multiplied by 1. Okay, so basically 27 times 1 plus 35.5 times 3. So when we put this in the calculator, we will get an answer 133.5, and this is the MR of aluminum chloride. Okay, now let's do the last of the compound. Okay, which will be magnesium sulfate. Okay, Mg SO4. So in this, as we know that magnesium's AR is equal to 24, sulfur AR is equal to 32, oxygen AR is equal to 16, right? And so now, what we'll do, we will multiply 24 by 1 as its magnesium is 1, okay? Then we will add sulfur will be multiplied by 1 because it's 1 in this formula. And then we will multiply oxygen by 4, okay? Means 16 mR of AR of oxygen by 4, okay? Now let's put it in the calculator and the answer is going to be 120 mR of magnesium sulfate, okay? So what's of a mole? Basically, what is a mole? Mole is basically like, for example, if AR or MR of an element or compound expressed in gram, okay, in grams, it will be 1 mole, okay? So it will be 1 mole. Basically, like for example, there is a, let's think, okay, let's take H2SO4, okay? If it's like 16 gram, okay, it will be expressed as 1 mole. And if let's take calcium fluoride, okay, so for example, if it's 20 gram, it will be 1 mole, okay? So basically, this gram varies the number of mole, okay? So this, if it's gram, so it means that it's 1 mole, okay? So basically, the basic definition of mole is that AR or MR is of if AR or MR is of compound is expressed in gram, then it is equal to 1 mole. Okay. Like for let's take AR of C, which let's take 12 gram, it will also be 1 mole. And the same thing is that when AR of sodium, let's take 23, it will also be 1 mole. Okay. So this is not true. Let's take 12. Okay. So as you can see, 1 mole. So what's the formula of mole? Basically, the formula of mole is mass in grams upon MR or AR. Okay, so our formula is equal to mass upon MR slash AR. Okay, so this is the formula of a mole. So how do we uh, so in the next class, inshallah, we will calculate that how do we calculate the number of moles, okay, and how do you calculate the mass of the mole, and we also calculate that how to calculate the percentage composition of elements in a compound, okay, and mm, and these are some topics which we'll cover in the next class. So don't miss the next class because it's so that's it for today. That's it for today. Knowledge which is provided to you. Okay. So hope you like the lecture. Okay, guys. Allah Hafiz.